remember my father as a man who helped one gain a positive perspective of life when one needed it. I am thankful for all the wisdom he enlightened me with and encouraged me to make every birthday a celebration and to enjoy life, and I feel that is important.
Today, South Africa bids farewell to a brave warrior of our times, Lt General Vijayant Inderjit Ramlakan. He was popularly known simply as Vijay, Comrade Vijay, for his entire life, as all of those who knew him from his young age only remember him as an activist. But he was a father, he was a son, he was a husband, he was an uncle, he was a friend, he was a comrade, he was a leader and a mentor who meant a lot to those that knew him closely. A remarkable man who left a mark on all our hearts.
My first memory of my dad is of looking at him through a screen, placing my hand to match his against the glass, and hearing his voice over those black phones in the Robben Island visitors' rooms. Therefore, I understand his contribution to the greater community, and that there are many people who have their own stories about him. But I can only tell you about how I knew my father as he was to me, my dad.
I think this gathering, Comrade Vijay, has brought together all your comrades, and the pain that we are feeling is palpable. Ex-political prisoners who are here, who served with Comrade Vijay. I saw Comrade Mpo, at some point Comrade Mpo Masemula, and all those who served in the underground with Comrade Vijay.
Hence his imprisonment on Robben Island for 12 years. But it is important, I think, to remember in this regard what he said in his statement from the dock when he was, just before he was sentenced. I quote, he said, "Long before this trial started, newspapers, the radio and television made a great fuss over the presence of two doctors amongst us." He was referring to himself and Dr. Lomo. The media, he said in his statement, expects doctors to be operating in isolation of society.
It's time to celebrate a life well lived, a life devoted to the service of the people. Vijay loved life. He had a lust for life, a lust which had its moments of agony and of ecstasy. He had a streak of cheekiness. At the amnesty hearing, Advocate Morane asked him a simple question. Did Vijay derive financial or material benefits from being involved in the struggle? Simple questions deserve simple answers, but not for Vijay. He replied, no. And then he added, the obvious other question is not asked of me. Did I receive financial disadvantage? That was our Vijay. Here's the thing. The program describes me as his political mentor. But let me declare here today that that kind of mischief he could not have learned from me. I have avoided, at the amnesty hearing towards the end, the chairperson turned to Vijay and said, well, I don't know whether to say thank you, General, or to say thank you, Doctor. To which Vijay, presumably with a mischief in his eye, replied, both will do, thank you.
As the General Officer Commander of the Area Military Health of the South African Military Health Services, not only was he a soldier but also a medical doctor, whose medical experience exposed him to the health needs not only of our troops but those of ordinary citizens.